Hi, it's Abbey from Pot Dispensary. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Today I'm going to show you how to make some handles if you want to attach a handle to your piece. There are 3 methods that we're going to cover. I'm going to show you how to pull a handle, how to slab a handle, and then how to coil a handle. To start with pulling a handle, you're going to need a bucket or a bowl with some water in it and just a piece of clay. You're going to squeeze it into a little bit of a sausage shape and hold it with your non-preferred hand, and then with your other you just take some water and you basically want to do the action of milking a cow. So you're going to start just going like this and slowly pulling down with nice even pressure. You shouldn't need too much water, and you just keep kind of grabbing and smoothing down. Depending on the type of handle you want, if you want it to be a bit more flat, you can flatten your hands, or if you want it more circular, you can go in a circular motion. I'm just going to pinch that little bit off the bottom that I don't want. Dry my hands with a little towel so it's not all wet, and then you just pinch off. Then you shape your little handle and you leave it to the side to dry a little bit. So now onto the coil method. So we're going to put the water aside and we're going to take the piece of clay that we've used. The sun's decided to come out, which is nice, and just slice off a little bit of clay, just like so, with your cutting wires. I'm going to move this down so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So then you're just going to squish it in between your hands, make a little sausage shape, and then coil it up. You've seen this done before. I'm using my little piece of material and I'm just going to make a little coil shape. Sometimes it goes a bit flat and then I just try and push it down or make it into a sausage shape in between my hands. Nice long movements, nothing too short like this. Just make sure it stays nice and circular. This is a bit big, so I don't need all of this. I'm just going to take my knife from my kit and cut off a little bit, put the rest to the side. You can hear my friends laughing in the background. So once you've got it to the thickness you like, you just measure it to shape. You can cut the ends to be nice and flat and put it aside to dry a little bit. So now I'll show you how to do the slab method. Just got a bit of clay left. I'm going to flatten that out a bit. And then you can use a rolling pin or anything you have lying around the house that you can roll this piece of clay out with. So we're going to take the material, place it down and fold it over. I'm going to use an old wine bottle, and then we're just going to roll it out. Try and make it nice and even, but you know, we make do with what we've got and we figure it out as we go. Let's check on that. Nice. It's got a nice flat piece of clay, and then you can just cut the handle size that you want. Trim the edges. And shape. It's a nice little BB handle. And then you put it aside to dry. So now I'm going to show you how to attach the handles. I've got a couple of coiled handles that I've made here, and I've flattened out the bottoms a little bit just to give us some more surface area for attaching. I've marked out with my little pin tool where I want my handles to go, and now all I'm going to do is just score it. I made this vessel a couple of days ago and I've been keeping it under some plastic so it's drying nice and slowly. And I made these handles probably about 15 minutes ago, so they're not completely dry, they're still pliable, which is what you want. So now I'm just going to take the ends of my handles and I'm going to score them as well. Then I'm going to take some slip . Now I'm just going to hold my vessel like this, supporting the underside, and then push down. Now I'm just going to use my fingers to smooth everything out, clean up that slip. Now if you want to get in there, you can just use your potter's thumb to smooth the edges. Roughly on there, so I'm just going to take my damp sponge, squeezing most of the water out of it, wiping everything down, smoothing it out. And then I'm going to take my finger, do one last smooth, really compress those edges in the opposite direction. Do that all the way around. Taking my sponge again, smoothing everything. Now, left myself a nice little dent in my handle. Fingernails will do that, or bumping them around. So I'm just going to smooth that out. And there you have it, little handle. I'm going to quickly do the other side.